Hello, hello. Yeah, I've got definitely got audio now. Hello. I think I've got audio now. I think. Can you hear me now? It says I've says it's saying there that he's picking my voice up. So I don't know what happened there. Yeah, for some reason the webcam isn't picking up my microphone at the moment, so I think that's the problem. Sweet, you can hear me. That's good. Yeah, I don't know what's happened there. If for some reason it's not recognizing my microphone that I've been using. I've been using the Blue Yeti, and I've been using my Blue Yeti in all of my live streams that I've done so far, and it's worked perfectly. So for some reason, I can't select it. I can't select my microphone in the webcam software. Should realistically have the mic on a dedicated sound channel. I have no idea how you do that. To be honest, the microphone I'm using is the webcam microphone, and the software it allows you to swap between the microphones. So if you've got a one plugged into the like a third party one, you can select it, and then you can then use it. But for some reason, it's not allowing it. It's just not allowing it at all. So I don't know what's gone on there. So, um, could just be the webcam software. It isn't really set up for a separate mic. That's why you are better off using dedicated streaming software. I know, but the problem is I can't afford to do streaming software at the moment. Everything. Well, there are some that you can do it for free, but you're limited to what you can do. I know you can do Zoom. Zoom, you can have like a free account, but it's like you can only do so much with it. Apparently, but then if you want to kind of do it more and go for longer, things of that nature, you have to pay for it. And I can't afford to pay for a dedicated streaming service at the moment. Um, OBS and slobs are free. All right, okay. Might have to look into those two then. So King, hey, it's back. What happened? I've no idea, pal. All I can think of, the webcam software dropped my seemed to just drop my microphone. The Blue Yeti that I've used in all my streams, the computer's not picking it up properly. Well, it is picking it up. It's in, but the webcam software's decided to say no. I don't like the microphone anymore. So I'm using the webcam microphone that's built in. God Pikachu. I was using slobs, but my laptop is a bit of a potato and couldn't properly hand. Right, okay. Handle it. Yeah, to be honest, my desktop that I'm using now was a bit of a dinosaur. There could be something wrong with my computer I'm using. I'm gonna have to see about upgrading my computer at some point. I can't afford to do it. I just can't afford to do it at the moment. So I'm gonna have to see later in the year. I might maybe treat myself around my birthday or something like that and get myself a better computer. Something that will allow me to kind of do more stuff and is just a better computer so that I can have streaming software. Because the computer I'm using right now is terrible, right? It is terrible. It is practically as a dinosaur when it comes to processors and all that kind of jazz. So I can't. My desktop computer that I'm using right now, it is I can't have I can't run any editing software that's like Sony Vegas or anything like that. It will not let me run anything like that for some reason. So my graphics card and everything like that is just obsolete now. Where Wendy says hi, hello. But anyway, let's carry on. I don't know what happened there, so I apologise for right in the middle of a conversation. I know we're talking about drink driving and everything like that, and obviously with me not agreeing, I don't agree with drink driving, and because obviously in the original live chat, Jace was talking about if I had a couple of drinks, if I've had a few drinks today, but yeah, I don't drink when I'm supposedly at work the next day, so I usually leave that, so I don't do that. I apologise if the if the microphone that's now being used isn't good enough. I've no idea. I can't remember what the audio is like on the webcam microphone. But I'm gonna have to see what's happened. I think the drivers on the microphone, something's up with it, because the microphone I've always used. This is the microphone I use. I've no idea if it's picking me up. Boo, boo, boo. I don't think it is. But this is the microphone that I've always used. I've been using this thing for years, and it's a good microphone. It's a condenser type microphone, which is perfect for streaming and making videos and voiceover and things of that nature. And it's a simple plug and play, so it just plugs in via USB. And there's like basic drivers built into the microphone. And but so basically, when you plug this in, it kind of just, the computer's supposed to pick up the drivers, and you can then use it in anything you want. And it's worked perfectly with this webcam ever since I've had it. This webcam I've had for longer than that microphone. So the webcam I've got is a full HD HP webcam, and I've had it for about I've had it for at least 10 years. I'd say probably a bit shorter than that, maybe about 8 years. The microphone here I've had for about 6 years. So I've had the microphone for, so I don't know. It could just be maybe the microphone's on its way out. It could just be something as simple as that, or the webcam software is on the jits. Could be either. What are we doing here? God picture. Weird thing is, more often than not these days, when people get run over, it's the person who stepped out into the road who was drunk or drugged up. Yeah, that's true. So that's King. How do you? God Pikachu. Sorry. Another weird thing: Americans still don't like wearing seatbelts, but yet in the UK, all it took was Jimmy Savile telling people to clunk click. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's what my chain of my in the first live chat that I mentioned about. The one that I did before. Yeah, he was talking about people going out in the middle of the road. I just remembered Cod Pikachu said that people are just going in the middle of the road and getting run over. But yeah, I mean, the one thing that's annoying me at the moment during the whole situation that we're in at the moment, okay, what's annoying me at the moment is when you get people that are, joggers, where you get joggers that decide it's a good idea to run literally in the road because there's somebody walking the dog or there's somebody on the footpath and they think it's a good idea to go in the road. Then it means you have to you've got to swerve round them in the opposite lane for a moment, which it causes problems. It really annoys the hell out of me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against people that want to keep fit, go for a run, go for a jog. That's totally fine. That's their prerogative, that's their right, they can do what they like. But what annoys me is that this over caution BS that's going on because of the COVID thing. Don't get me wrong, you have to social distance. I get it. But the fact is, I don't think it's a very good idea to leave a perfectly good footpath and go in the middle of a frigging road just so that you're causing a car to weave outwards. Any incoming traffic on the other side, opposite side of the road, you swerve, you're right into them. So it's kind of like a lot of these people that are out jogging at the moment for daily exercising, because we all know there are only a lot. You notice there's a lot more joggers during the lockdown than there used to be. Literally all the time now. At one point, you might around where I live, you might have only just picked up maybe one or two joggers in the area, just one or two people jogging, and that'll be it. It was quite rare to see somebody jogging down the road, right? But then all of a sudden, the lockdowns happened, and people like, I need to go out, I need to do daily exercising. So then they decide to pick up jogging because it's to kind of get around the whole idea of social distancing and only 1 hour of exercise a day or whatever it was. You can only go out for a walk or go out once a day for exercise. So they're using the whole jog. I think some people are using the jogging thing as just say, yes, I'm doing exercise. But then they're causing issues for me or other drivers because they decide to just go in the middle of the road because they're trying to get around somebody that's walking on the perfectly good footpath. It doesn't my dad in. Hey, Cletty75. Hey, Graham. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the chat. Right. God Pikachu. It's like cyclists. They are entitled to use the road, but not when they weave and wobble about all over the... Yeah, I get your point. Yeah, that does my head in when cyclists just completely hoggle the road. I mean, there's cycle lanes all over the place where I live. There's cycle lanes all over, but they hardly ever use the cycle lane. They want to be in the middle of the road. It does my head in. Where are we? Give me a second. I've lost. There we are. Decepticon King. If they do that, it should be country code style, like staying on the side of the road. Yeah. Got Pikachu. Something I've noticed from watching UK dash cam channels is that a hell of a lot of people seem to have forgotten which side of the road to drive on. Yeah, that's true. The Decepticon 75. Oh no, something I'm mean about Decepticon King. Sorry. Keep thinking you're saying jobbers, which is a wrestling term. Joggers. Joggers. Decepticon King. God Pikachu. Joggers. Walks in the middle of the road. Ramming speed. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Anyways, how's everybody doing out there at the moment? How's you doing? How you doing, Carl? How's life for you? How's your mum? How's life? How's everything going for you, Graham? Collector75. Hope you're well as well. If you're still watching, I'm okay myself. I'm just a bit stressed out with things at the moment. Just a little bit stressed out with the situation going on at the moment, and also how stressful work is for me at the moment. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that because it is a live stream, so I don't want to say too much more on that. But yeah, it's just with the situation, with the whole social distancing thing, a lot of people are not listening and are deliberately, some people deliberately are not doing the social distancing thing, so it's stressing me out at work with that mostly. But I'm bored shitless. I'm absolutely bored shitless. I've got nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do, and I can't go anywhere. I can't go for a drive out. I can't go down the coast to like Scarborough or Brid. I can't even do anything like that because they're classed as beauty spots and things of that nature. So I can't go anywhere near because of, for reasons and for obvious reasons. So I'm just bored shitless. I don't know what to do. I've just had enough. I can't wait for when we can start to move about a bit more. Just go for a drive out somewhere. And yes, most shops won't be open till at least June, July. And I think other businesses like cafes, restaurants, bars, other shops, things of that nature, probably are looking about July time, maybe. So when they reopen, so I've got a little bit longer to go until other businesses can open, start to trade again. So, but I'll just be happy to just be able to go for a drive out, even if there's nothing open. Just the idea of being able to go for a drive out and go for a walk somewhere else other than here would be nice, just to get out the house for a bit. You know what I mean? Such King, we are good, Tar. Great stuff. Graham, clip 75. I'm good, just making my son's dinner. Nice one. My life, God Pikachu, my life equals miserable. I can understand that. Man's the same. Such King, bless you, man. You're a frontline warrior. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, thanks. Virtual hugs to all. Thank you. God Pikachu, let's be honest. Though, John, social distancing, masks, etc., does fuck all. They've even admitted that it's little more than a virtue ritual now. Yeah, that's kind of true. That is very true, actually. I mean, the mask that I wear, it's not actually a mask it's not actually one that's actually been proven to actually be effective against anything of picking the virus up or whatever. So I mean, I have to wear it for work. I've got to wear it. We all have to wear them unless we're medically exempt. Then obviously we have to wear a lanyard or a badge that says we don't have to wear one. That's the only time when we don't have to wear one, or somebody doesn't have to. But yeah, I'm getting sick of wearing these masks now because some people are using the masks as a way to deliberately go into you, come close to you. End of the day, that mask does nothing because all it takes is for somebody that is close to us to cough, sneeze. Yes, there's a mask on, but some germs will still be able to come away from the mask. You know what I mean? That will not be able to control all the germs. It just kind of softens the amount of germs, but there is still germs being spat out, sneezed out, coughed out all the time, and that doesn't really help anything. And the virus has actually been proven it can go through your eyes, it can go in your ears, it can get in anywhere. It can get in the pores of your skin. It can get in anywhere. So it doesn't need to go through your nose or your mouth. It can go through your eyes. It can go through your ears. It can go through your pores of your skin. So it doesn't matter if you've got a mask on or if you've got a visor thing on. It doesn't matter. It can still invade your body through, because it's a microorganism, so it can get in anywhere, Anyways, Subsequent Queen, hello. You'll be more than welcome to take a trip to Ridditch when things get better. Yeah, I'll probably take that up, definitely. Collect 75. The masks are just to make you feel better. They don't do anything, but I use one out of respect for others that believe in them. Yeah. To be honest, I wear them because I just have to wear them because they're a requirement for my work. So I just have to wear one. So yeah, I just wear one out of common sense because everybody else has to at the moment. That's the only reason. God Pikachu, the irony is that we caught COVID because my mum brought it home from the hospital. Yeah. You know what? A lot of people have caught the virus from hospitals. A lot of people, which kind of is an interesting thing that it's supposed to be a massively sterile environment, a hospital. Not there's those there's people visiting the hospital, patients, hospital staff, nurses, doctors. They're supposed to be constantly keeping their hygiene up. But yeah, it's yeah, it's unfortunately it's spreading out. It's spread like wildfire in hospitals, unfortunately. Um, right, let's have a look. The Clet 75, totally agree, John. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, it's crap at the moment. It's just bending over backwards for it's just bending over backwards for everybody at the moment. It's just people think that the mask is like a lifesaver, and the way that it's been spoken about on the news and on TV and on radio, please wear a mask, please keep your hygiene up by washing your hands and using sanitizer gel and that. Yeah, don't get me wrong, sanitizer gel is good and all, it does kill the germs. It's alcohol based, so it does kill the germs a little bit, but the problem is I don't know. It's useless. The masks are useless because with the virus being a microorganism, it can get in any orifice of your body. So the best thing is to just self isolate if you can. That is literally the best thing, is to self isolate. But unfortunately, even people that are self isolated have somehow managed to get it. I don't know, probably coming in through the window or something like that, or I don't know, because it's like anything. It's like the flu, the cold flu, or cold symptoms, any sort of germ that we pick up all the time. It can just simply come in through a breeze of the window open, like an open window. It can just blow in, like and you can just get it from there. You don't necessarily have to go outside, do you? Dad's gone king. Still got my blessings, Pika. It is horrible, pal. Yeah. Collect 75. That I know people that gave that had no had no contact with anyone and they still caught it. Yeah, I know. That we there's I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, I could have had it at one point. But I just didn't know. That's the thing. That's the problem. A lot of people that catch the virus do not necessarily have any sort of symptoms. Maybe not. Maybe they might have a cough, or they might have maybe a temperature or something. But with me, temperature is normal. I'm constantly feeling boiling warm. Anyways, I overheat all the time. So whenever I'm like at home and I'm boiling hot, I just think that's a normal thing for me. So I don't know. At one point, I could have had it, but I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's one of those things you just don't know. You just have to just go about life. But I don't know. It's just I don't know. I just had enough of it all now. I just had enough. I've just had enough of it. I just want to go back to a point to attack. I just want to go. I just want to go back so that we can do more, do things, go places, meet up with people. That's a good. Are you actually a pretender for a radiator, John? What? Got to be true. I love how the symptoms are like a Swiss Army knife. Literally everything is now covered. Yeah, totally agree. I bet on I bet COVID's on my grandparents' death certificate. Because obviously I lost both my grandparents last year, It had nothing to do with they died for different reasons. My granddad died of, I think it was because of cancer came back. So my granddad died, I think, of the cancer that he had. It came back a third time, and because my granddad was already pretty weakened because of unable to eat, and he was bedridden for a while. It just killed him. And in the end, he just wasted away. And then my grandma, we think she died of a broken heart in a way, because she literally died about 6 days after my grand. She was hospitalised for about 6 days after my granddad died. For I think she had a clot. I think she had a blood clot on her lung or something, and she died in hospital. It wasn't anything to do with COVID at all. So it's kind of like, unfortunately, I think they would have put COVID down somewhere as a possible cause of death, and it wasn't anything to do with the virus at all. So I bet there is a mention of it on theirs, unfortunately. God, Pikachu, and the morbidity thing is being exploited to fuck. As he he did because of COVID, and yeah, he died because of COVID, and not because he's splattered by a truck. Yeah. Collector 75, yes, I bet anyone who had COVID and then dies, even of a car crash, is put down. Yeah. That's Gun King. Thoughts of you, man. May they rest happily in heavens together. Yeah, thank you very much, man. Um, oh, Collector 75. I mean, what the fuck's all that about? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's all backwards at the moment, unfortunately. It's all backwards. People that don't have COVID, they will sadly pass away due to another health condition. Maybe that they had a heart condition, maybe they had a breathing condition, maybe they had a history of blood clots, maybe they had a history of anything. Maybe they had some, bad health conditions. And a lot of these people that have died, that are a part of the death count that's on the news at the moment, a lot of those people will not have had COVID. They might have died of other reasons, but they've just been put down as a COVID death. And don't get me wrong, there's been a lot of people that have died due to COVID. There has. That is a fact. There has been a lot of people that have died, but the amount of people that have died due to COVID is not as high as probably what's been reported on, which is the annoying thing that I do not like about the news at the moment. I'm getting pig sick of the news. I'm getting sick of being force fed bullshit stats, because they're using statistics, and statistics have been proven to not be 100% correct, anyways. They literally stats are based on kind of on numbers that have been given in like a database, and they just formulate it and they use it as a factual thing, and half the time it's all fabricated. And don't get me wrong, it's not totally fabricated. I mean, people have unfortunately lost their lives due to it. But it's so annoying. It's just so goddamn annoying. It really is. I just hate how it's been reported on, and the way that the government's going about it, and it's just a headache. It really is. God Pikachu, clap for chess is recreate the noise of the doctor's balls slapping on the nurse's ass. Oh dear. Well, just see how things go. I guess that's all we can do at the moment. Just see how things go. See how things go down. Later on in the year. Things will eventually go back to some normality. Things won't go back to 100% normality because I think things will drastically change. The whole social norms, sociability thing will change quite a lot. I think a lot of people will still wear face masks maybe a year or two after it's been cleared and everybody's been vaccinated. I think a lot of people will still wear them out of just a habit thing, because like other countries, like you got Japan, China, South Korea, those countries, a lot of people wear face masks, and it could be for it could be they probably wear face masks because it's kind of like I think it's because of the pollution levels. I think it's down to pollution levels and allergies. I think it's down to something as simple as that, where like in Japan, there is so much shit being blown up into the air in the cities. So there probably a lot of people do wear face masks to help out with that, but of course that's not going to help out really at all. And also maybe due to allergies as well. I don't know, but a lot of people wear face masks in Japan, China, and South Korea, and it's kind of like a normal thing. So I can see that happening in other countries around the world that have also had the virus. I can see probably a good year or two afterwards that people are still wearing them, even though people have been fully vaccinated probably by then. And I can see a lot of people will probably stay away from pubs, nightclubs, cinemas. I think there'll be a drop in a lot of things for at least a good year or two more. I can honestly see that happening. A lot of people will still be a little bit unsure whether it is completely gone, but end of the day, we don't know. But I'm hoping things will get better. I'm hoping things will get a bit better in the future. That we can go back to some sort of normality, be able to go places, go for drives out, go places, travel again, go to somewhere else. You know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to when we can start doing things like that again. Zedskun King, any new toys, anyone? Yeah, I picked up or they arrived from In Demand Toys. In Demand Toys, I pre-ordered Beast Wars Kingdom, Beast Wars, War for Cybertron, Dinobot, and Air Razor. So they're the two latest pickups. God, Pikachu. Nope, no toys shops open and mostly skins all the time. Yep, same. Collect 75, yeah, they'll be on High Street after this. Yep. God, Pikachu, yes. There's no reason whatsoever that shops should still be shut. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, most shops will be able to safely do social distancing, regardless of it being a shop that sells bread, milk, things of that nature. I mean, I don't know why they can't just reopen normal shops. I really don't. As long as they keep to the principal point of social distancing, and most shops they can do social distancing, they can still do it. I think it's just ridiculous at the moment that there's so many businesses, so many shops, privately owned. It's like people, you know what I mean? Like there are so many businesses that are currently closed all over the place that cannot trade, but yet all like supermarkets and things of that nature are raking in the money that should be going to everybody. Everybody should be able to go to work if they need to. And I don't agree with all the shops being closed. I really don't. I think there's no difference of going into a HMV to people going into a bloody going in for a loaf of bread or some milk and eggs. There's no difference. It's a shop. Shops are shops. You know what I mean? I think I feel sorry for a lot of people because I can understand where people are saying that. Well, I don't understand how Morris, I say, like, I don't know, Asda or Sainsbury's or whatever, I don't understand how they can be open, but I can't, even though I do sell grocery items, but yet I can't open. You know, there have been a lot of claims of people that can't open, even though they do sell stuff that, like milk and eggs and such. But there are places that can't. But there are all these places like Sainsbury's, Asda, and um, Own Bargains and B&M and all that. They're all open. Sorry, I misread what Colette75 said there. Yeah, there'll be no high street left after this. Definitely not. God Pikachu, yeah, China to extinction rebellion, white privilege is why China and India are the world's two largest creators of air pollution. Yep. Decepticon King, it is due to ignorant fuckers that don't stick to the rules. That is still happening a year plus later. Yeah. God Pikachu, I liked it when Tesco said clothes weren't essential items, so a guy went in Tesco naked. Fantastic. Oh. I'm just going to let people know, guys. I'm not going to be on. I'm not going to be doing a real long stream tonight. So probably at about 8:30, I'm probably going to call it quits at 8:30. What time we on? Yeah. So 8:30, I'm going to call it quits on here. So yeah. So just letting you all know in the chat because yeah. Because like I say, this was like an unplanned live stream. I just wanted to just go live and have a quick chat with people. So I'm not going to be doing a full-on one today or this evening. But I'll probably be back again some point in the week to do a proper one when I'm not working. Probably when I've got a bit more time. So yes. God Pikachu, yeah, China and Japan wear face masks because the air pollution is the dirtiest because they are small and cramped up. Yeah. According to I just read all that now. Yeah. Okay, I'm all caught up with the chat. Oh. Yeah, I know I'm just repeating myself here, but I'm just absolutely fed up. I think everybody is. Everyone's in the same boat at the moment. Everyone's fed up, bored. I mean, literally, I love going out for a walk. I love going out for walks to get a bit of fresh air. But there's only so much, and there's only so many times you can walk around the same part, same area, because it just gets so boring after so long. And you're just like, I mean, literally, I just go around the block. I come out my house, go around the block, go for a walk around for about 45 minutes to an hour, and then come back. And I do that probably once or twice, probably once a day. Well, maybe not every day, but maybe every day to every other day, something like that. I might go out for a quick walk for 45 minutes or so, stretch my legs, get some fresh air, and but yeah, it's just getting boring. I just can't be bothered. Really can't. Zedcon Queen, we do our shopping online, but sometimes it gets difficult because of getting a slot. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with that. Zedcon King, there is a girl here too, mate, so it's not just guys. I'm just messing. Yeah. Zedcon King, we will strive on to hopefully TFN next year and go nuts with robots. Yes. The thing is, I think a lot of it will be covered I think a lot of it will be kind of sorted out this year. I think. I think a lot of it will be sorted out this year. Like they're talking or predicting that probably everybody will have the first vaccination by probably June, maybe about June, um, and then probably both vaccinations. People that have had both of the vaccinations will probably be about August time. I'd say probably everybody will be probably vaccinated by August. So hopefully, once everybody's been vaccinated and had both vaccinations, that then will then in turn open things and possibilities up for people, like do more. And hopefully in 2022, next year, we can then plan to do things. Hopefully, we can actually go for a weekend away. Maybe, I don't know, go abroad for a couple of days, like for a week or something like that. Go to Spain or something. But the thing is, other countries are a bit behind everything, aren't they? You mean like I won't say we're completely on top of things, but compared to other countries, we are pretty far on into treating the situation. But like Japan, other countries like that, other European countries or whatever, are still having issues with getting the vaccines. So I think it's going to be a little bit longer for other countries to get on top of things. So I think in 2022, there might still be a problem with other countries still catching up with everything. But I think for us in the UK, we will be freely able to move about. But I think, unfortunately, for other countries, like in Europe and other countries around the world that are being a little bit slow to to vaccinate people. Like I want to go to Japan. I really want to go to Japan. I've been trying to plan a trip to Japan for about 3 or 4 years now, and every time I've said right, we'll go that year, something's happened, and so I really want to go to Japan, but I'm not going to be able to go to Japan. Obviously, can't go this year, and definitely won't be able to go next year by the looks of it, because of apparently a lot of the population of Japan are against getting vaccinated because they're concerned about issues with the vaccines. And apparently, the Japanese government have practically been sleeping on it. They've been sitting on the virus, sitting on it all. So a lot of people have not. There's barely anybody that have actually been vaccinated in Japan. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer to be able to go there for a holiday, which is annoying. Where are we in the chat? Where are we? There we go. Decepticon Queen, what kind of things do people do to pass the time? I'm currently using clay and making random little figures. Little things, sorry. Autobot earrings came out great. Nice one. For me, obviously, to pass the time, I'm working quite a lot. And then I might maybe play some video games, do some toy reviews, Transformer stuff, go for walks, do a bit of photography, anything like that, really to pass the time, really. Toadstool King Vermin, yes. Collect 75, yeah, TFO next year. Woohoo! Let's hope. Yes, I'm with you there, Graham. I'm with you there, my friend. Toadstool King Megatron says yes. God Pikachu. Yeah. Let's have a look here. What? Yeah. It's just, so people are responding to one another in the chat as well, so I'm going to leave that out. King, I'm not asked about holiday. I just want TFN. No, I get your point. I mean, end of the day, TFN is a holiday for a lot of people. It's been something that I've done since 2010. When it was auto assembly, You know, it's something I've done for about good solid over 10 years of my life. I've done it for, and you know, it feels so strange not being able to do it. Um, I mean, if I was still going, you know, if this situation hadn't have happened and things were still normal, that you could go places, go on holiday, go where you want to go, if it was still happening, this year would have been my so yeah, basically this year would have been my 12th consecutive year, I think. Let me just get that the math. So 10 to 20, that's 10 years. Yeah, it had been 12 consecutive years. I'd have been going for 12 years to Auto Assembly and now TF Nation. I'd have been going to Birmingham for that convention for 12 consecutive years. And this situation has kind of frigged up my count now. My convention count tally has now been fucked up. So yeah, I was up to like 2019. I was 9 years going. Obviously, last year 2020 TFN was cancelled, and it's been cancelled this year as well. So it would have been 10 years last year, but obviously it didn't happen. So yeah. Well, anyway, what can you do? God, Pikachu. FTFN. I don't want to get locked up. Okay. Dutchgun King. I should not said as in like not traveling abroad, stay in UK and go in TFN. Yeah, sorry. Collect 75. Yeah, we'll never forget. After being away from conventions for 7 years, you were the first person I met at TFN 2016, John. Oh wow, fantastic! That's awesome. I didn't know that, to be honest. That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's to be honest, I've met a lot of great people over the years going to these conventions. Yourself, Graham, um, also Carl as well, because Carl did go to at least a couple of the earlier ones that I went to. So yeah, I've met a lot of people over the years. I mean, hopefully, I'm going to meet Decepticon King and Decepticon Queen. I'm going to meet you two, Jason, Wendy. I'm going to meet you two hopefully next year. But everyone else that I've met over the years, it's been an absolute honour and a privilege to meet all of you and to still be in contact to a certain degree. I mean, it's kind of like it's like I say, it's been a big part of my life. It's helped me quite immensely. It's helped me a big time with being a bit more social, meeting new people. Because when going back to like going back to 2009, when we were kind of planning to go to TFN for the first time, sorry, to Auto Assembly for the first time. Obviously, my first Auto Assembly was 2010. So basically, when I went to so we were planning it in 2009 to go to 2010 one, and going back then, you know, going back to 2009, I was a totally different person to I am now. I hated the sound of my own voice. I hated how I looked. Some of those issues are still present now. I still have some insecurities about how I look, my appearance, and how I sound a little bit, but I don't really let that bother me anymore. I was also quite unsure of how to project myself over a camera to do my videos, but over time, it's just become second nature to me now. So it's but going to conventions, I've made some great friends, met some great people, and it's helped me a lot. It's helped me a lot more to be able to approach people that I've never met before in person, being able to talk to people. It's helped me a lot. With being a bit more social and meeting people for the first time, and to get out, to go places as well. Because I barely travelled. Obviously back in 2009, I had not gone to any conventions. I had not been to any convention before at that point. I had I'd not travelled anywhere. I hadn't gone abroad. I hadn't been on holidays. I was practically kind of going to work, coming home, and just staying in my little bubble, my family and my close friends. And that was me. That was me back then. But now, things have changed big time for me. I'm kind of like, yeah, okay, I'm still around, my family and everything and close friends, but I'm going more. I'm going places more. I've been abroad. I've been on holiday abroad, and I just feel that I've met a lot of people, and it's helped me to be able to talk to people. And it's going to these conventions. It really has helped me a lot with certain things, a lot of problems that I've had over the years. Go Pikachu. The UK tourist industry is going to be expensive, being as all those hotels and B&Bs will need to make money back that they lost. Yeah, unfortunately, that is the truth. That's Gunking. Do you have any robots still from when you were young? No, I don't. I don't have. Actually, I tell a lie. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. There might be some toys that I had when I was a kid up in the loft. I do know that there's some toys in the loft that we've put away since I was a kid, but I've no idea what's up there. But I don't anything that's on my shelves right now. Everything that's on my shelves, on top of here, over there, all this stuff I've purchased over the years. But I don't have anything I don't have any toys, Transformers or anything like that I had when I was a kid. Um, I do remember some toys that I had when I was a kid. I used to have a Beast Machines Jetstorm. I had a Transmetal Rat Trap. I had GI Joes. I had Action Men. I used to go mad on Action Men and the vehicles. That's most of the toys I played with when I was a kid. Yeah, there was also Transformers. Like I think I had. I can't remember all the Transformers I had, but I did have other Transformers as well. But I can't remember. Decepticon King, perhaps Birmingham. Here we go. Yes. Collect 75. Decepticon King and Queen. Okay, so it's a response. God Pikachu, yeah, I can't even afford one day at TFN anymore, let alone an entire weekend. Plus, there's the problem of people saying retarded shit in my presence. Right, okay. I can understand that to a point. Collect 75. You'll both have a great time. Yeah, you will. What Graham said there, Jason, Wendy, you'll both have a great time. TFN is a great place. There are quite a few nice people there. Yeah, there's unfortunately with everything you do get the odd person, but to be honest with you, it's a lot of the people that I socialise with when I go to TFN are really nice people, Graham included. I really enjoy it. I love going to TFN. It's great. Subsequent King need Peter and Frank to go next year. Very unlikely. We might be. You never know. We maybe the TFN peeps might be able to get Peter Cullen back because obviously Peter Cullen was supposed to be coming for the Peter Cullen was supposed to be going to the 2020 TFN, but obviously all that got cancelled. So maybe they've made an arrangement for Peter Cullen to come to another one in the future. Maybe you never know. So Collect 75. I think my first TF convention, if you can call it that, was in '98. Holy hell! God Pikachu. First convention I went to was Comic Con in Sheffield in the early 2000s. I don't class GW Games Day as a as a con because it's not. Okay. Dr. X, yeah. That's King. Do you remember Toxic Crusader? The name rings a little bit of a bell, but I might have to do a bit of a Google search on it. Smizno, Nosy, how you doing, Dave? How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Right. Just letting everybody know, 5 more minutes, and I will be calling it quits for tonight. So just letting you all know in the chat that I'll be on for 5 more minutes. But yes. I'm just so goddamn bored. That's going Kip in 5, mate. I don't know. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it by ear, to be honest, with sleep. I slept. I purposely slept in, and I didn't get up till 2 o'clock this afternoon. About 2:30, I got up this afternoon, and so I'm just gonna see how I go. I might maybe get my head down for an hour or so, but obviously with the clocks changing and everything, because the clocks go back. I think is it go back something? They go back an hour, or forward an hour. I can't remember. But anyway, the clocks change at 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna have to try and keep an eye and make sure my phone automatically changes at 1 o'clock. Otherwise, I'm gonna be late for work, which is not a good thing. Smizno, how are you? I'm well, thanks, man. I'm not too bad. Just chilling out with some awesome peeps in the chat here. I'm absolutely bored shitless. Just unable to do anything at the moment and working as per usual. That's kind of been me at the moment. Collect 75. Just enough time to finish my curry. Nice one, man. Let's go King. Hello, Dave. God Pikachu. I think the boredom has been probably the worst bit of it for me. Yeah, it is for me. I mean, to be honest with you, like going back to the first lockdown and even the second lockdown. The first 2 lockdowns that we ended up going into, I wasn't too bad. I was able to find. I found that I was okay. I was going out for walks. I felt fine. I didn't feel as bored as I am right now. But I think it's because it's lingered for so long. It's now a full year. We are now a full year since the lockdown, since the whole thing started. We are now an entire year of practically being shut down, shut out, being able to go anywhere. So yeah, I think it's just the cracks are starting to form, and I'm just starting to flake out now. I think it's literally been an entire year with doing fuck all, and I think it's starting to get to a lot of us now. Zedskun King, he's bored shitless, so he won't need the bog at least. True. All right. Oh dear. Can anyone tell I'm not bored yet? Oh. But yeah, I've been just trying to preoccupy myself, to be honest, with me being so bored lately. The only thing that's been kind of giving me a little bit of joy is like the Disney Plus stuff that's been on, the Disney Plus stuff. you know, like at the moment, it's kind of like obviously I watched the One Division series on Disney Plus, so I really enjoyed that. I'm currently in the process of watching the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm also watching an anime series on Netflix at the minute called Demon Slayer. Um, Obviously, I'm making my videos, doing vlogs, doing YouTube videos. I'm trying to preoccupy my mind a little bit with other things and doing these live streams as well, which has really helped. But no, it's kind of like I'm bored shitless. It's just being unable to do anything and just staring at the same four walls is just starting to bother me now. What's this? Zedskun King, what is the nearest figure to you at the Min? I've got quite a few that are close to me. Can we see it? I've got quite a few. I've got this guy, which is Masterpiece Primal. Awesome. I've got I think this is Universe Dinobot. Sorry, you can't really see it properly. It's quite dark inside the cabinet, so there's not much light. What else have we got up here? I've got a little figurine thing of Mechagodzilla here as well. Yeah, I've got quite a few figures up here within reach distance. Well, that's just prime, yes. Well then, guys, I'm going to call it quits now. I've been on for just over an hour. But I just want to say thank you to everybody that joined me in the chat. You know who you are. Thank you very much for joining me on such short notice out the blue like this. But I'll be back to do another one very soon. Yeah, so stay awesome, stay safe, and most of you, see you at TFN in 2022. If not, hopefully, if there's any, actually, you never know, there might be a few meetups. There might be a few meetups, hopefully, before TFN. So you never know. You might see me at a meetup if there's one close to you. Collect 75, nice stream. Later, everyone. See you later, Graham. Thank you very much for joining us. So yeah, thanks again to everybody in the chat. So see you soon. See you in the next one. Stay safe, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.